How's it going? Welcome to another team of the season. We have our first Liga NOS player. Not the most exciting by any means. Nicolás Otamendi, who I'm sure will be SBC fodder for a majority of people, which is fair enough. But I'm also sure a lot of people will be intrigued just due to the nation link. Obviously, when you think of Argentina center backs, there's not really many options. He's really the main decently usable option in terms of Argentina center backs. So it will, of course, enable people to kind of bridge together their back lines and to their midfields, of course, without having to spend big with an icon. Now, he is only 30 to 40k on both markets. I'm sure he'll drop even more throughout the week as we get supplies. So obtainability shouldn't be too much of an issue for anyone. And when you look at the card, it's not bad. Obviously, better options, but he still looks relatively usable. So of course, we will get into the stats and start out with the pace. So he's got 80 acceleration, 80 sprint speed, which is perfectly balanced. That's the first thing I did note, which is obviously ideal. But when you actually look at the pace, it's not good enough, I think, at this stage of the game and with how the meta is played, especially at a high elo rating, and high competitive gameplay. He's not going to be able to deal with the spammed through balls, the directional nutmeg. And I did realize that he's not really good at, dealing with that quick change of speed. So you're definitely going to need to address it with a chemistry style, probably a shadow to maximize it, and then partner him up with someone much larger and much quicker. His passing, his distribution, he's very good at playing out of the back. You're going to feel confident, and you don't have to worry when winning the ball back, losing it straight away. He's got the 90 short pass, 89 long pass, and 93 composure. And then technically speaking, really the only notable stat is the 92 reaction, so he's going to feel really responsive in those defensive situations. 70 agility, 70 balance, which is quite average, but I thought he felt decent when jockeying. Defensively, he's going to be able to deal with those agile attackers, and I really think that's down to his size in game. He's not massive, so he's a little bit more nimble than, I guess, someone much larger with the same agility and balance. So the jockeying felt relatively fluid, and he's going to be able to deal with those attackers in those one-on-one man situations. Defensively, he's got some really good stats. He's a really strong tackler. He's got that 90 strength, 93 stand tackle, and 92 slide tackle. 99 aggression as well, which is very noticeable, and it's obviously going to contribute and help him defensively. Now, with that high aggression, he also has the dives into tackles trait. So something to note if you do user him, you have to be really careful with overcommitting, because that will happen quite a bit. And of course, with like I said, that lack of pace, he will get exploited. So something to definitely consider. You have to kind of be careful when defending with him. 90 defensive awareness, 92 interceptions. He's actually very good in terms of a positional sense, and he's very good at picking out passes. And then the 99 jumping, 94 heading accuracy. He also has that power header trait, so he's going to win most of his aerial duels. He actually didn't do too well when it came to attacking corners, but when it came to the goal kicks against the striker, he was able to win most of them. And some things I did note that I will mention: he does have a smaller stock in game, and he doesn't cover as much area. For example, obviously you have Rafael Varane. Sometimes you think you'll have an angle on him and you think you'll have him beat, but then he's able to stretch out his leg and reach. So he doesn't necessarily have that. And when defending, you're going to have to really get close to the attacker to win the ball back. So that is, again, you have to kind of adapt when defending with him. And he's not exactly a hugely dominant ball winner. The ball retention isn't great, and he's more like a really disruptive player. He kind of has that animation where he jabs his foot in, so you're not going to exactly go through the player most of the time. So defensively, you're gonna have to play kind of differently if you kind of like your much more larger, much more dominant physical center backs. But defensively, I thought he was decent, generally speaking. Very good aerially, and then distributing out of the back, he was pretty good. But it's not the best center back, but for the links, he's definitely your best option in terms of Argentina center back. So that's going to be my review. Please like, of course, subscribe, comment down below who you'd like to see next, and thank you for watching.